Boy, I sure love my Squid Industries Nautilus. If only I had the skills and materials to make this the prettiest Nautilus in existence. That'd be pretty cool. Oh wait, I got everything I need. Woohoo! That's right, the Buffness Flips Nautilus is about to be the best Nautilus in existence. How am I going to be making it better? With these things right here. We got Zippy blade inserts that will make the blade look like a solid black blade, which I'm totally down for. And then we also have Zippy pivot plugs that will reduce weight in the ends of the handles, which I really like. No weight back there, so more blade bias. Amazing. And then right here, we got Spasm finger. I think these are the hypnotic flavor scales. I dyed these guys red, and the black, it was a gray and black scale originally, but I dyed it red and the black didn't change. So we got this cool red and black pattern, which I'm sure, Brandon, if you're watching this, you are a huge fan of. But we're gonna disassemble this, tune it, get it all together, and then flip it at the end. I am gonna showcase the full tuning process, all that fun stuff. But if you don't want that, then skip to this number on screen where I flip it and share my thoughts. But this tuning section is gonna be a pretty fun, just chill, me talking while tuning type video, which I kinda like. It's not gonna take me too long. If it does, I'll fast forward it or something. But yeah, let's start disassembling. So these Spasm finger scales in specific are something I have wanted ever since I first realized they were a thing. I found out about Spasm scales, I think, I don't know, maybe a year ago. And as soon as I saw them, I was like, oh, that's so cool. I really want them. But I thought you could only get them in Instagram, through Instagram, I mean. And I don't have Instagram. I don't have a way of getting Instagram at the moment. So, yeah, I never got them. And then I saw someone on Discord mention Spasm scales again. And I was like, okay, I have to just see. Maybe he has like a store somewhere, or maybe there's another way to contact him. Maybe he's got a website. Sure enough, Spasm Fingers himself has an Etsy store, which was perfect for me. And I immediately bought them. And from the looks of it, I'm happy I did. They're so pretty, holy cow. So these Spasm scales, they have this really cool pattern. They have jimping, by the way, that will add a lot of necessary grip to the end of the handles, which is super well implemented by the looks of it. And it's got this really textured, grippy hole pattern that I'm sure will be super nice. Also, they're kind of skinny. They're skinnier than the OG Nautilus scales, more rounded. So that's something I am a huge fan of as well. And I think that's gonna make it feel so much better. It's gonna make it feel different too. Forgot paper towels, so I'm just gonna rub off this oil on my pants. Sorry for the random cut, but now I'm back and I got paper towels. So now I can get this thing really clean. I want to try to get the tightest tune possible on this thing while not breaking my new scales, because they look kind of fragile actually. So I'm very curious about how tight I can get it without cracking them. I really don't want to crack them. I'd rather crack them and have, or I'd rather not crack them than have worse tolerances than have them crack, but slightly better. Well, when they crack, the tolerances actually just can't get really good. So I gotta be pretty careful. So these old scales, I'm just gonna have extra of, I guess. I have like 4 sets of Nautilus scales. It's kind of crazy. I have these ones, I have glider scales, and then I have a Nautilus clone that I have scales from that I'm sure fit on here. I might try to put these together into a Nautilus clone. It would just be a clone blade and then clone handles, but you can actually buy Nautilus handles on Squid's website. So I could have like a Franken Nautilus, maybe try to sell it or something like that. But yeah. Got some fresh hardware in here too. This isn't Nautilus hardware, but I think these are Squid washers. The bushing should be in good condition. Just need tuned. So by the time you're watching this, I already made a community post about it. I'm going to be uploading, so this uploads on Friday, I think. And then I'll upload on Sunday. And then I'll upload on Tuesday. All full-length videos. Kind of on the last leg to monetization, I guess. I need 1,000 more watch hours before I get monetized. So, yeah, I could get that in a couple months if I try hard enough. And I'm gonna try as hard as I can. So, it's probably not gonna be that consistent constantly, but it's still gonna be very consistent. Okay, I think we're ready to attempt, at least, to reassemble this. Gotta test to see how these bushings are right now. I've become kind of a pro at tuning. Not as good as some people. Oh, whoa. Those are two completely different size washers. The bottom one looks really good. Top one was a little skinny. Yeah, they're different. I'm gonna try the thicker ones. Thicker washers should mean tighter tolerances, hopefully, as long as the bushing's good. Just kind of random, but my tuning video that I made on how to tune bushing Balisongs, that video has absolutely exploded for my channel. It's now my second most viewed video, I think, and it's showing no signs of stopping because it's such a important video and so many people are like looking it up. How do I fix my Balisong? How do I tune my broken Balisong? And they're finding the answer there, so it's really cool. I think it's at like 2,500 views almost, and like I said, it's not stopping, so I'm very happy with that, and I'm glad you guys are finding that helpful. I know I've sent it to some people who have been wondering how to fix their Balisong, or if they take it apart and don't know how to put it back together. I've had a few people with that issue, and it's always been pretty helpful for them. And I'm very glad I can provide that video to the community. Haven't heard anything bad about it. And back then I wasn't as good at tuning as I am now. So I might have to make a follow-up one on some other form of tuning, like tuning washer stuff. I don't know. I could do something though. Okay. Oh man, this looks so nice. Holy cow. Oh, that pivot plug fit perfectly. That's amazing. I was worried these pivot plugs would be too loose, or sorry, too tight, but they seem to be perfect. Okay, and I'm pretty sure these scales actually made the tolerances better, which is mind-blowing. that's amazing. Like, absolutely crazy. Looks like am I one washer? Oh, no, there it is. I thought I didn't have a full set of these thicker washers. I think these thicker washers are actually helping too. So that's pretty cool. That's not very cool. This bushing might be a little too small. I've sent this thing to squid so many times, I have like 4 sets of Nautilus bushings. Well, the camera overheated and the battery died. But while I was sorting that out, I went ahead and grabbed 4 more Nautilus bushings because it appears that this one is undersized. And I don't really want that. So I'm gonna go until I find one that is not undersized. Also, this is taking me a little bit longer than I thought. Okay, that's a good one. So once I actually get it assembled, I'm gonna cut and then tune the bushings if I have them to tune, or if I have to tune them. And then I'll react to it. I can already tell that this is so much better than my old Nautilus. Alright, well then the unmodded version of it, I should say. For some reason, I haven't been using my pivot needle this whole time. I see why. It doesn't really work with the Nautilus. There we go. And that's... Okay, that bushing is undersized too. Yeah! Maybe it's just these washers. Okay, there goes my pivot. Good thing I have like 5 bushings. Literally unlimited tries. Worst thing that could happen is I have to use a skinny washer to compensate. Undersized. Yeah, it might just be those washers. They're really nice, thick washers. I think they're from Nautilus. I think they were Volt Pro washers, I think. But they were nice and thick. And they worked on the safe handle. Yeah, this bushing's not even doing anything. I don't know how all these are undersized. I know I didn't tune all of these. Back in the old days of me trying to tune my Nautilus, things did not go so well. Oh my gosh, what the heck? I'm just gonna cut the video here and jump back once I figure this whole issue out. Okay, so I got it. I got all 4 thick washers in here. I got good swing, needs oiled. The handle gap, really solid. Like, it's a little bit better than it was before. I have no cracking on the handles, so these scales are actually pretty durable. The pivots, they don't actually go as far into the handles as they did on my old scales, so I don't know if that's good or bad, but the tolerances are actually really, really good. Much less play than before, but then again, I haven't even oiled this yet. It's completely dry. So let's install the Zippy inlays real quick. And then it's about time to do some oiling and flipping. And I have a feeling this thing is gonna become even higher on my list than it was before. I always loved the Nautilus. It was my first good Balisong. Like the first, I think I got a Volt before I got my Nautilus. So the Volt was technically my first good Balisong. The Nautilus was my first expensive Balisong. I went from getting a Kraken clone to a Volt in about a month. And then I went ahead and bought a Nautilus. And then in the same month, I bought a Prisma V2 and a Kraken. So yeah, that was kind of when I decided this hobby was serious. So that's what it looks like. Holy cow. That is pretty. That one pivot is gonna drive me crazy. I'm gonna color it with a Sharpie. But let's oil this guy. And then we'll crank the pivots a little bit more. I like to use a lot of oil, by the way, if you can't tell. Like, substantially more than other people do. Sorry for another weird cut, but we're back. Oil is just about worked in. I'm hearing a bit of a problem. The sound of my Nautilus is pretty much gone. Not when I ice pick, that's good. I think what happened is maybe on the inside, I just need to do it a few times to get the sound to come through. I think it's hitting the G10 instead of the metal. But let's crank these pivots a little bit, see how much more we can get. Oh. The sound is coming back. Okay. Feels pretty good. Can't lie. I think I still gotta work it in a little bit though. This might have to be something I come back to in another video. It'll definitely be something I come back to in another video, but it's just kind of weird. Like, you can definitely see it's rubbing a little bit. It's hitting the G10 there. It's hitting the G10 in all of the little spots where the pin's supposed to contact. But still, I'm happy with this. It does flip better. I can say that. Tolerances are significantly better. Like, holy cow. I haven't even tuned them yet. Which I probably will, but there's the play. It's so much less than it was. It's grippier, like significantly grippier. I really, really feel it. My old G10, it started to get, it felt kind of chalky. I've heard people describe G10 that way on Bally's, specifically Nautiluses, not a lie. And yeah, I understand that. This is not like that. This feels more like wood. Kind of interesting. It's like a wooden texture, even though it's G10. And it's significantly grippier due to the more cutout. And it's definitely a little rougher than that, but not in a bad way. Like, look, I don't know if you can see the angle on that. Like, it's like little mountain ranges. It's definitely meant to have a substantial amount of grip. And it does. Ooh. Keeps making a weird sound sometimes. I don't know what could become. Yeah, that right there. That's interesting. I don't know where that could be coming from because it's got no tap. Oh, it's the pivot plugs. I might have to like glue those in. I don't know. But as a guy who does not like handle weight, I'm definitely gonna keep the pivot plugs, so I might as well glue them in if it makes that sound stop. But let's give you guys a overlook of this. That's what it looks like right there. Boy, that is beautiful. All these mods cost me about $100. By the way, these are Volt Pro pivot plugs because they don't have, Zippy doesn't have Nautilus specific ones. And my Volt Pro ones I had in this for a couple weeks in my old Nautilus, and I liked them, so I went ahead and bought Volt Pro pivot plugs and then the Nautilus blade insert. So about $100 to make this absolutely insane. Worth it. It's definitely worth it. I suggest you go check out Spasm Fingers on Etsy or Instagram. See what he offers. I know he sells lots of replicant stuff. As somebody who doesn't own a replicant, I am not gonna buy any of that. But if I ever do get a replicant, I'm definitely gonna be buying some scales because, yeah, it's good. These scales are fantastic. Here's just, that would be like a sick shot of B-roll. Oh yeah. Woo. Man. Sorry, this video is kind of all over the place. Okay, I gotta go back to the flipping now. I'm noticing things that I didn't notice before. It's more agile, 100%. Feels less sluggish, which is something my Nautilus used to have. It used to feel kind of sluggish. Choker fans were always kind of a drag, like it just didn't want to do them very well. This does them phenomenally. I don't know why, but holy cow, it is a difference. Let's see, stuff like giraffes on the Nautilus didn't used to be my favorite. Okay, giraffes, I don't know, I might just not be feeling them tonight, but they feel about the same. Let's try ladders. Okay. Whoops. That feels pretty good. Yeah, I really need to glue these pivot plugs that they keep popping out. That jimping is an immense difference to the old stuff. Let's do one more choker fan. Oh yeah. Chaplains and stuff feel good too. Yeah, I am such a huge fan of this. Holy. Here's the swing, by the way. Swing is good. Here's the tolerances. Hearing a little bit of wiggle. But once again, I haven't even tuned these yet, and I think I can get all of that out there. Here's the sound test. Once again, this is before, I believe, the G10 kind of breaks in. I think it'll sound a lot better in a couple of days. Yeah. So sound should definitely improve. Same with the tolerances. I'll make an update on this eventually. Might even do a full review on the Spasm scales and Zippy mods and all that. Because I've already done... No, I only had one Nautilus review. So yeah. I plan on doing a speed channel Kraken review when I get around to that. Even though I already have a Kraken review. Maybe I'll do, oh, what if I did them both in the same video? That would be so cool. But yeah. By the way, I can't, like, I've done this multiple times now. I can't recommend enough modding your stuff. You can't just mod replicants, okay? Replicants, people see those as the moddable Balisongs. There's a lot you can do. With Kraken, you can do stuff like, there goes a random ball bearing. You can do stuff like speed channeling. You can get a skeletonized Kraken. You can get Kraken reblades. All sorts of weird stuff. Like with my Cygnus, just anodized it, by the way. fresh purple. This is how it's gonna stay. I'm gonna dye the G10 black on this, and I put the trainer on. That's good. But there's all sorts of stuff you can mod. Like the Nautilus, I didn't think you could mod it. I modded it, and I'm absolutely blown away. So yeah, you can do all sorts of stuff that you wouldn't think you could do. So just look into it, see if there are any mods that you can do to your own Balisongs that aren't reps. Volt Pro, by the way, I kind of modded this live blade that I got, false edge live. I dyed the G10, got Zippy stuff for it. Yeah, Zippy is a great place for mods. And now Spasm fingers, if you got G10 stuff, maybe he even does custom work. That would be really cool. Oh, there goes a pivot plug. Okay, gonna end the video now. Bye.